Previously on The Walking Dead.
Our community is bleeding from within. We have to look at the bigger picture. We have no time for the sectarian thing no more, man.
Whether you're Deobandi, whether you're Ikhwani, whether you're Salafi, whether you're moderate Sufi, Ghazali, Sufi, all of them, they have khair in them. Find your jama'ah that appeals to you, stick with them, and then be quiet about other Muslims.
That's not the priority.
But now pay attention, my brothers and sisters. The ones who Allah referred to as Muslims, were they the Shia Muslims of today? Were they the Hizb al-Tahrir Muslims of today? Were they the Ikhwan al-Muslimin Muslims of today?
Shut up! Priorities are more important than differences.
You shut up! This is why you men are finished! Listen!
Out on the earth!
You say, leave the differences aside and let us unite.
That is exactly what the Ikhwan al-Muslimin say.
Which is a sect, deviated sect, misguided sect.
نجتمع فيما اتفقنا عليه ويعذر بعضنا بعضا فيما اختلفنا فيه.
We unite upon that which we agree with and we overlook the mistakes of each other.
No.
We unite upon
the truth.
And I'm a product of the 90s, and that's when I reached out to Imam Zaid Shakir. This is early 2006. Began a series of conversations that eventually led to something. Again, it's gone now in history, but it was called the Pledge of Mutual Respect or something. This is like a document that we signed where we basically said, hey guys, we're not going to prioritize sectarian differences.
Priorities are more important than differences. Our priority is to get up on our feet. In this country, we have to know what the priority is for the Muslim community.
We cannot prioritize these differences amongst the masses.
That's our priority.
And in the year 2007, Al-Maghrib Institute produced a document where they made a pledge of mutual respect and cooperation. And it was signed by a number of Western scholars of diverse theological backgrounds. Some of them were people that had different beliefs. And we're going to see that, inshallah. You can see the names of these people who signed at that time. And from the people who signed to that pledge to work together, Suhaib Webb.
Expose me and I give you an all 31 favors. All 31 favors.
I don't subscribe to the Salafi manhaj. I'm Sufi, Ash'ari, Azhari.
The Prophet's camel sat down, and the companions started joking with him. Yo, what's up? Ya Messenger of Allah, what's happening here? Because I told a lot of you from Masjid Farouk, Sheikh Faqih's Masjid, we shouldn't call them companions. What should we call them? Can't hear you, man. Homeboys. No, the homeboys of the Prophet. Not his companions. Sound like Star Trek.
And I'm a big fan of Star Trek. And so, speak in the language of Star Trek.
Mr. Sulu is the companion of Captain Kirk. So if the Klingons would show up, Mr. Sulu was like, I'm going to be down in the day. And when you talk like that, people start getting scared. Well, he's trying to Americanize the religion. I am trying to Americanize the religion because I live in America.
I must say you do not fit the preconceived notions that some might have of what an imam is. You're also American born, and I'm told that you are, the people who write about you say that you are trying to develop an American style Islam. What's that about?
I am trying to Americanize the religion.
As well, from those people that signed and worked with Maghrib afterwards was Hamza Yusuf.
من جودك الدنيا وضرتها
And from the people who signed to that pledge to work together,
that is none other than Dr. Sheikh Haytham al-Haddad from Islamic Council of Europe.
I'm not a singer, I'm not a nasheed artist, but I always like to sing, to say, wherever we go, people want to know who you are, and we tell them we are the Muslims, mighty Muslims. Say after me.
So, one person said to me, do you know Ali Dawah? I said, oh no. I said, yeah, I know Ali Dawah. And then another person says, do you know Muhammad Hijab? I said, oh no. I said, yeah, I know Muhammad Hijab. And then another person said, do you know Hamza Josters? I said, oh no, man. No one is saying, do you know Haytham al-Haddad? And then a brother told me, oh, you should have told him, yeah, I know Hamza. And you know what? I know the sheikh of all of them.
and from the people who signed to that pledge to work together,
And that is none other than Sheikh Ibrahim Green.
So here's the first thing, brothers and sisters, let me tell you. If you want to know what is the right manhaj, it's all irrelevant.
Let me just bring you back to a few things about da'wah, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, alhamdulillah, IERA have been very busy internationally, especially in Africa. Adnan's been out there, and I see that mosques are being built. Even cows are being purchased to provide for new tribes, entire tribes that have been accepting Islam. I couldn't help, besides actually applauding IERA with the permission of all the great work that they're doing, but I couldn't help this connotation I had with the way the Europeans landed, with the Bible on the one hand, bread on the one hand, and then kind of rinsing their resources. Now, I'm not saying IERA is doing that, by the way, because there is no state behind IERA to be doing that. IERA is going to give them dawah. But do you think there is an element of evangelizing or Christianizing the da'wah when you land in a place like remote in the Amazon or in Africa?
Well, listen, just hang on a sec, Dilly. Hold your horses, pull in the reins, yeah?
Okay.
You can't just slip in two words together as if they're entirely, completely synonymous. Evangelizing, yeah, and Christianizing, and
Okay, so tell me, what's the difference between the two?
Well, you tell me, what do you mean by Christianizing?
and from the people who signed to that pledge to work together, Walid al-Basyuni.
How come a sheikh will make an act and ritual like this? Ya Habibi al-Sahaba radiyallahu anhum. They said, اجعل لنا ذات أنواط كما لهم ذات أنواط. أصحاب النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. They said, Ya Rasulullah, can you get us a tree to bless our swords? And the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was angry at them, said, how come you say something like that? Even the Sahaba did something that it's an active form of shirk.
He defended the pledge and he clarified his support for it. From what he was asked during the interview was, how could we work with Ash'aris? So he replied back by saying, we have worked with Ash'aris throughout history. The whole Ummah united behind Salah ad-Din Ayyubi, who was Ash'ari. But this is the answer to justify working along with Ash'aris.
We have no time for the sectarian thing no more, man. You can either be Salah ad-Din al-Ayyubi, or you can be someone else. Now we need Salah ad-Din. Now we need Salah ad-Din. Now we need Salah ad-Din. Today is the day of Salah ad-Din. We need the guy that unites the people behind them, yeah? And then from that, we can move forward as a Muslim community.
Firstly, this statement is incorrect. Salah ad-Din Ayyubi, he wasn't from the scholars, he was just a warrior in Islam, man position, and he was excused. Primarily that time, in that area, much Ash'ariyah was widespread. So this is irrelevant to the topic. We're speaking about the affair of da'wah. You sitting along with different deviant speakers, with different backgrounds, and sharing the same platform with them, calling to the belief of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, yet you contradict it by sitting along with this person who calls to the opposite.
بسبب هذا لأنهم باطنيا متفقون على رفع الإسلام ظاهرا والكيد الإسلام وأهله باطنا. لا شك أنه دخل معهم من يحسن الظن بهم، دخل معهم مغفلون من المسلمين، دخل معهم سفهاء، لكن الكلام عن الرؤوس المفكرة والقوى المدبرة والجهات المتآمرة هذا منهاجها. لا تغتروا.